Hello and welcome to Horror Hyperfixations, where I look at horror through a neurodivergent lens. I am Sam, your neurodivergent host, and today I am talking to the lovely Lou, aka Loucifer. We did record this all the way back in April, but both of us haven't been having the best time of late. So we put it on the back burner, left it a while to edit and put out, and we're both feeling in a bit of a better place now, so we can put it out. So yeah, I don't think it actually makes any difference, but I thought I'd just mention that it was back in April that we recorded this, and it's now June. What the heck? It is almost festival season, and I'm so excited for all the film festivals, but also panicking at all the travel and money and being out of my safe little cave for weekends and weekends at a time. But I'm really excited. Hopefully it's going to be a brilliant summer for horror. I'm going to try and get to the Soho Pride Festival. Definitely doing Fright Fest. I'm doing Villa Thriller. I'm hopefully going to go to Grimfest, and I'm going to do Soho Pride at home, and hopefully Soho later in the year at home as well, and the in-person event as well. That would be great. So lots of festivals coming up. Very, very excited. So this episode, me and Loucifer talk about the Evil Dead. When we did our first episode together at the start of last year or early last year, we talked about doing an Evil Dead episode, and we just didn't get around to it because we did other things instead. So we finally got around to doing an Evil Dead episode, and it was great fun chatting to Lou about Evil Dead. You can tell how much she loves the franchise. You can tell how in love she is with Bruce, aren't we all? And now we're even closer to the release of the new one, Evil Dead Burn, and we've had some teaser trailers and we've had some more information, which I have been avoiding at all costs. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to know anything. I'm so fucking excited. I just want to keep it all hidden away. Just to mention, just very briefly, discussed our surgery and medical procedures and talking about pregnancy and whether you're able to conceive. Just very brief mentions, but wanted to let you know at the top of the episode anyway. So please enjoy the episode with Lou. Please accept my heartfelt apologies that I missed an opportunity to say bonus episode instead of bonus episode. I will rectify that. In future, I will talk about anything I do extra with Lou as a boner episode rather than bonus episode. So yeah, please enjoy us being feral and weird, as we often do, and I'll catch you at the end of the episode. Loucifer! How are you, my glorious friend?
I am having the best time and the worst time, as God intended.
Excellent, it's what you deserve.
It bloody is, isn't it? Jesus.
Welcome back. You are, as we were just saying before we started recording, I think you are now the most returned guest, which is just delightful.
I'm like,
so thank you for coming back.
Mixed with a cockroach, like you try and get rid of me, but bitch always returns, and that's the vibe I'm bringing, you know?
And it's fine. That's the vibe we love. We love the vibe of the little cockroach scuttling around with horns on. Anyone who doesn't know you and hasn't listened to your past episodes, you joined on an episode with the Dean of the Dead film Go to Hell, and then you came to do an episode about monster fuckers. So people go back and listen to those because they're absolutely hilarious, and I think the monster fucker episode is one of my favourite episodes I've ever done. But yeah, do you want to give yourself a little introduction? Tell people who you are.
Okay. So yeah, I'm Loucifer. Hello. Hi, nice to meet you. I do the YouTube things. We specialise in the darker slice of life. So we do alternative, we do horror conventions, we do gigs, festivals, supernatural as well, which is always exciting. We're starting to dabble into like true crime and whatnot, but we also like to look at helping people who are neurodivergent to enjoy events and spaces that they might be anxious about. So my husband, he's currently working towards getting a autism diagnosis. I'm starting to look into getting a ADHD diagnosis. So yeah, we like to think that we've helped quite a few people to enjoy the darker slice of life and the spookier things in like a positive and like helpful environment, and we're just here to have a good time, really. That's the vibe.
Excellent. I love it. You guys are just so sweet on social media, and I know you've got lots of lovely spooky people who follow you and benefit from your experience and sharing about,
Yeah.
attending different things as a person with anxiety attending this. So it's great. If you don't already follow Lou, go check out Lou's channel, because there's loads of nice stuff on there. Lots of lovely
Yeah.
videos and stuff. And
And shit
and and you and
taxidermy. That's
Gareth are just so cute, and
Mhm.
yeah, we just like watching you. It's lovely.
Thank you so much. And bad taxidermy. That's a staple of
Oh,
the
I
channel.
love bad taxidermy.
I'm going to tell you a story super quick, and it was bad. I shouldn't have done it, but I thought I was complimenting her. It didn't go that way. So we
Oh
went to
no.
Bloodstock. Went to Bloodstock, and there was a taxidermy tent, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, amazing, life changing." So we went in, and she had these prints, and I thought it was pretty. This is a compliment. I thought it was pretty shit taxidermy, and I was like,
I love shit
phenomenal.
taxidermy. Yeah.
I know what
I'll
I know
take
what I'm
12.
doing here. So I turned to her and I was like, I love bad taxidermy. These are amazing. And her face dropped. And she said, "Oh, without my permission, they put my taxidermy in like the 2025 worst taxidermy pictures ever. And I like to think
Oh
I've done a pretty
no.
good job." And I went, "Oh no, what have I done?" This
Oh
poor woman.
no.
I thought it was meant to. Oh,
You thought it was
so
supposed to be funny. Like, that's the kind of shit I put on my walls, pictures of terrible taxidermy.
I I have never felt my arse in my throat so bad in my entire life. And I'm an embarrassing person, but that took the cake. And I was like,
Oh
I'm never
no.
visiting this woman again. And just bought a
Oh
shit ton of
no.
stuff from her and ran.
And you were like, it's really good on us. Cheers some money. Thanks.
It's great, bye.
Yay.
Oh, God, I hate myself sometimes. But I'm
It's,
whimsical, so it's fine.
you're a whimsical delight. It's
I
fine.
hope I never meet her again.
Yes, avoid her at all costs. When you
Mm-hmm.
first came on, all those many, many moons ago, sometime last year, I don't know when it was,
Mm-hmm.
we mentioned that you should come back and talk about one of your greatest loves, a film franchise that you love. Oh, is that a Hell on Shirts t-shirt? Oh my
I think it
goodness.
might be. Shameless plug,
Oh my
shameless plug, shameless
gosh.
plug. I was
um,
like, I must.
you must.
I
I
must.
don't have Hell on Shirts on today. I'm a terrible ambassador. I've got a Fright Fest
That's
t-shirt on
okay,
today.
Fright Fest.
But
Ambassador sisters, that's it.
it's all good. It's all good. So yeah, you've been on for a second time, but
Hmm.
because we don't do what we plan, because why would we? We decided to do an episode about Frankenstein and monster fucking instead, which was very prescient for you at the time. You needed to talk about it. You needed to get it out your system.
It's
And
like one of those where something like really important happens, like a life event or something, and you think, I can't keep this to myself. I must share it with the world,
yeah,
otherwise I will implode. Since then, it has calmed down marginally, but I'm still like low key, always monster fucker here forever. I've got a brand to cover.
yeah, absolutely. Well, when I said to you about doing another episode, you said, let's do Monster Fucker 2 Electric Boogaloo. And I was like, well, let's do Evil Dead. Come on, let's do Evil Dead. That's what we're supposed to do. But I said we'll do like a little bonus bit. So since we last recorded, are there any monsters that you can think of that have been new characters or that you forgot about that you would like to fuck?
So, hear me out.
Now,
Oh
is this a
boy.
real hear me out, or is it one of those wussy ones that people have been
No, it is a
doing?
real hear me out here, because even at the
Excellent.
end of the film, I was kind of like, oh God, maybe I'm the problem. So
Yes, yes, you are.
I am the problem. So I watched the second Fly movie.
Okay.
This was like a hot second ago, bear in mind. And I don't know, it just kind of popped into my head. But okay, so let's talk about the Brundlefly. You won't go there. I won't go there. The eyes are too
No.
buggy, and that's just not Jeff Goldblum anymore. But in the second one,
I'm Googling right now because I've not seen it.
you're going to
Oh.
look at me with so much disgust and go, why are you even here? We need to end this immediately. And I looked at him and went, yeah, Yeah, I think I would. I think I would.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
I mean, like this guy, this monstery, like, oh no, I don't know if you can see. Can you see him? Like he's like demony
Vaguely. Yeah,
looking.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, okay. What is it
So,
about him?
um,
Please tell me.
I think it's because I need to get him up. Not that way. So I need to. Where is he? No, that's a picture of the dog. That's bad. See, when there's more lights on him, now I'm kind of like, why the fuck did I bring this up? I don't know. I think it's because he's less like bug-eyed and freaky and more anthropomorphic, which
Okay.
I'm here for personally.
And he's
Um,
quite jacked.
he is quite jacked. That's a jacked fly. And who am I to say no to a jacked fly?
I mean, I could say no to a jacked fly. It's a pass from me.
You see what I've got to work with. I'm devastated. I was really hoping that would be a good one. No?
Sorry, no. No.
Oh,
But
Sam.
I'm not going to yuck your yum. I'm not going to yuck your
Thank
yum
you.
if he does it for you. You have a lovely time
Thank you
with that
so
fly.
much. I don't know. I think I've just like looked at a lot of creatures recently and gone, I'm not feeling it. It's not
No.
happening. And that makes me really, really fucking sad. I mean, we're preparing to go to Universal for our honeymoon, and we're going to Dark Universe, which I'm not being funny or anything, but that in their creative team, they've clearly got a little gremlin corner of monster fuckers. You're
Yep.
telling me you're going to put the creature in fucking leather trousers and I'm not supposed to do anything about it? Are you mental?
Yep. Everyone wants to fuck the Dracula animatronic slash projection on the ride. Everyone wants to fuck Igor a little bit, and he's very funny. I
I
enjoy
get it.
the Igor
I
walk
get it.
around guy. I love him. And when you can meet Frankenstein's monster as well, he's fit, and Bride of Frankenstein also fit.
It's hot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I would always go with the Wolfman. You know, I'm not a coward. Like,
Yeah, I don't think you can
Igor's
meet him
like,
though. I don't think he's got like a physical presence in Dark Universe.
I
The
bring him
the
home.
Invisible Man does. The Invisible Man wanders round.
He scares me.
Well,
He
stay away
scares
from
me.
him then. He
He
wanders
scares me.
around.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched any vlogs in a while, so I don't know if they've added anyone else, but I think the only walk-arounds are Frank and the bride, but they don't
Mm-hmm.
walk around. They hide in the dark because their faces will
Yeah,
melt.
yeah, yeah.
And Igor, I think, are the only walk around. There's a couple
Mm-hmm.
of, like, random, like, characters that live in the town. And I know if you go into the Windmill Tavern, there's a lot of, like, immersive acting kind of going on in there. But,
They're the hunters, aren't they? That's what they are. They're the
yeah,
hunters, and I'd kind of be
yeah.
like, look, I've got a notebook here. Can you tell me all the ways that I can attract a monster? Not for any nefarious reasons, of course. Obviously, I want to know what I'm up against, but they'd know straight away. They'd be like, she's a mess.
I can't wait for the vlogs from the honeymoon. These are going to be unhinged. I love it. You
They're
doing
going to
Disney as
be
well?
Yes, they're going to be so unhinged because we kind of look at all the vlogs at the moment and they're all like Disney adults and so like whimsy and preppy and like pink and blonde hair and blue eyes. And I turned to Gareth and went, we're not going to be like that at all. I like to think we'd probably be a little bit more relatable because we are literally just like weird cockroach creatures that are going to be like, Wagwan, we're here at Disney, we're going to make it your problem, you know?
Have you been before?
No.
Oh, bitch. I
I'm
have
gonna die.
Disney Parks special interest. I have been, I don't know how many times I've been now because I'm very spoiled and very lucky. But I've been going for 32 years. So I have so many tips and recommendations and things for you. So anytime when you are planning, hit me up because I've got Disney Parks autism and I will talk to you for hours. In my old job, people used to like book me. They'd be like, Sam, can we go for a coffee? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. And they would take me to the coffee shop in work and I would sit there and help them plan their Disney holiday.
Amazing.
Yep.
Amazing. I need all the help I can get. I mean, Gareth is like, fine, I just let him plan and I just turn up. I am the Labubu to his backpack. Um,
I love that.
and thank you. It's a great analogy, right?
It is a great
Um,
analogy.
it was the same with the wedding. Like, I said like what I wanted and whatnot, and he just like flew with it and just like planned practically all of it. So it's the same with the honeymoon. But honestly, anything and everything, tips, we appreciate it because, you know, we're only babies and this is going to be our first rodeo.
Yes. Oh, you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna
I'm so
love
excited.
it. We'll talk off mic more about it because I'm excited for you and I'm very jealous.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. So excited.
Oh, yay. Well, monsters, are there any more? I mean, since the last time, I don't feel like we've had any new monsters in movies. I know people were talking about Silent Hill. I saw lots of people doing not
Oh,
Silent Hill. Um, oh, actually, we can talk about Silent Hill anyway. But people talking about Resident Evil. Sorry, people were talking about that monster thing that you tagged me in, and then everyone was like, "That's a
yes. And it was
child," and I
a
was like, "Oh, right,
child.
I said no."
As soon as I watched the playthrough, I was just like, oh god, this is awful.
There were so
But
many
then
people
the
commented on
doctor.
that, though. There were a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people commenting on that. But yeah, but we have had Silent Hill since then, and it was a
We do.
pile of utter shite.
I have never cried out of anger at a movie before, and
Oh, I
Silent
have.
Hill 2, yeah, is like my favourite game ever because the story is just chef's kiss. So it's it was hell. Like, it was absolute hell. I was desperate to enjoy it and like appreciate the tiny decent moments for what they were, but it was so overshadowed by all these bad decisions and the beard,
The
Sam.
beard.
What the hell was that?
The beard. It was
Oh
beautiful.
my
Love
god.
it. Give it an Academy Award next year. It deserves an award. It put
Yeah.
so much work in. It was just
Mhm.
excellent. But we
Mhm.
didn't get. We spoke a lot about our Lord and Savior Pyramid Head last time and how
Our Lord and
rip
Savior
my skin
Pyramid
off,
Head.
Daddy,
Mhm.
which is like now my inner monologue all the time. Rip my skin off, Daddy. I loved that. Well done, us. Um,
That's a
he
t-shirt.
was on screen for like 2 seconds, and it was shit.
It
It was
was. I
shit.
concur. Yeah. Like
The
the introduction to
nurses
the
not sexy,
not sexy.
and I know they were accurate to the second game, so fine, fair. But they weren't sexy. They weren't
No.
scary.
Mm-mm.
The that weird tit spider thing, not sexy.
I don't know where the
Uncanny and
hell that
creepy.
came
Didn't
from.
like it. Didn't like
Mm-mm.
it.
Mm-mm.
Nope.
As soon as I knew what was happening, like, because I'm severely arachnophobic, for terrible reasons, and as soon as I saw it, I was like, this makes no sense whatsoever. It didn't make sense in the, oh god, what year did it come out? You know, not the first one, the 2006 one, the sequel to that.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a film until the other day.
Yeah, like that one again made no sense whatsoever. Like, I kind of know the bestiary of Silent Hill creatures, and it doesn't exist. It's not there. So I don't know why they had to feel like they had to create these things that don't matter and don't exist in the pre-existing material to give it that oomph, because it didn't. It failed and it was shit. It was shit. So bad.
At, at very least, if they'd given us some quality Pyramid Head, I would have been like,
Hmm.
thanks for
I
that.
can forgive you. Yeah, yeah. But they didn't,
But
and it
I
was
took
awful.
Yeah, I took my kid to an anime con on the weekend and saw someone cosplaying as Pyramid Head, but like a femme Pyramid Head with tits and stuff, and I was like, "Hello!"
Go.
I like a femme Pyramid Head cosplay.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
like it even more when you see two femme Pyramid Heads and they're like
Mm.
choking each other out and holding their big scary knife things in conventions, and
Uh-huh.
I'm like,
I mean, I don't want to. I don't want to kind of like give anything away, but I'm working very closely with my friend who made our Necronomicon for us, and I'm currently bodybuilding to do a Pyramid Head cosplay. towards the end of the year. So
Excellent.
watch this space.
As in physically going to the gym and bodybuilding?
Yeah.
You're going to be ripped and then you're going to...
I will lift you, Sam. Don't worry. I will lift you.
Please pick me up. Pick me up and then rip my skin off.
Just for you.
It's what I deserve.
It's what we deserve.
Lush.
Yes, it is.
I love that for you.
Thank you
I'm
much.
also not quite yet. I'm building myself up to it, but I'm also trying to do a bit more exercise, and I've pulled my weights back out again so I can start doing like a little bit of strength training. I'm not going to be muscle training, but I do love the thought of me being a jacked muscle mommy, and I love that for you too.
I think because I've got like endometriosis and stuff like that, it's one of those where it's like I'm living a horror movie because there's something going on in my body that I can't control. So the thought process is I want to do something that I can control about my body, and it helps me to gain that control back and kind of get rid of that anxiety a little bit of, okay, here's something I can do. And you know, it kind of helped with my recovery. I mean, I was like walking for an hour about 4 days after my surgery, which isn't recommended. If anybody's listening who's going for that surgery, do not do it. But because I've been like doing so much exercise beforehand, like my recovery, particularly with my scars and like my wounds and stuff, it helped so much. It really did. I cannot recommend it enough.
Awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for you, jacked in a little loincloth.
You'll be the first one I show it to as well. I'll just be like, it's time, it's happened.
I'll be like,
not
fuck off, Gareth, she's mine now. Excellent.
She's getting there.
Are there any other monsters you can think of now before we move on to the main event, the main hyperfixation, the main love of your life?
The well is dry. The well is dry and must be replenished at some point, but it's not today.
Need some more sexy monsters, please. I'm sure we'll get some this year, and we can always revisit.
Yeah.
Have a semi-regular bonus episode of Monster Fucker Volume 3, Monster Fucker Volume 47 of just like this year we've had these monsters and they're all hot.
Should do like the ABCs of monster fucking. That would be great.
Now, children, let us begin.
Let's go. I'm ready.
Yeah, let's just mess up an entire generation of children. So, we've said many times that we're going to talk about The Evil Dead. But, Lou, tell me about The Evil Dead, where the obsession started, what it is about it, if you can distill it into words that you love so much. Off you go. Info dump.
Wow. Let me tell you. Fuck yes, I love an info dump. So, when I was about 6 or 7, I hate saying that now because of the shitty meme that's out and all the kids are doing it. When I was about 6 or 7,
see, I don't understand it at all. I know people say it, but I don't know what it is and why they say it, so just continue.
I'm like a kid's entertainer by trade, and they do it all the time, and I think, oh, a little piece of me just died. So when I was around that age, like, I obviously got introduced to my first 2 horror movies. The Room was not read. It was terrible. It was awful. I watched The Thing and Sleepy Hollow in the same night.
Okay.
It was a wild time. My innocence was lost.
Yeah.
So I think my dad kind of realised that he'd fucked up. And he was aware that the ball had already started rolling because I had this, like, even though I had these night terrors about it, I had like this weird obsession with it. It's like, this feeling is so weird, like it scares me so much, but I'm really obsessed with it. And like the imagery, particularly with The Thing, of like the practical effects and the gore and the horror, I don't know what it is. It's such a weird thing to explain.
I can't even imagine seeing that age 6. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, I really hyperfixated on it, and I think my dad kind of picked up on it, and he said, "Look, I feel like this is more of your vibe. There's a movie that I watched when I was younger. It was banned. You couldn't get it anywhere. He had to get it from this weird guy with a fucking trench coat, and you want to buy a sundial from Hercules." So he was like, there's this guy he has to cut his hand off because it's evil, and he puts a chainsaw on it, and he says groovy, and it's life-changing. You should watch it.
What a synopsis.
Great synopsis. Immediately I was like, that's the one.
Sold.
So he had the ultimate collection of all three.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously I put the first one in. And I was kind of watching it, and I went, no, this isn't what he said at all. Like, this isn't right. So I said it to him, and he was like, right, okay, you need to watch the second one. And I did. And something in my brain just went, this is the best shit I've ever seen in my entire life. This is me now. And I don't know, it kind of... It became like a safety thing. Like, I'd watch it every single night. I'd be like rewinding it. I'd be watching certain bits. And then I played the game Evil Dead. Oh, what is it? Evil Dead Revolution? Oh, what's it called? Fuck. But Sam Raimi's in it as well as his little sidekick, and it's the funniest shit ever. And I played it every single day. And I had like... Because when I met Bruce Campbell, when I met him, I was like, look, you got me through school. Like, whenever I had like the shit kicked out of me or anything, I would always think of like Ash and like, being a badass and going up against all these terrible creatures and thinking, if he can do that, I can do that. I had him on my folders. I was obsessed with this man. The crush was ridiculous. And then I watched Army of Darkness, and I didn't really enjoy it.
Okay.
Didn't really enjoy it, which is weird. And
I thought that'd be a bit of you, because it's so like camp and theatrical.
Well, that's it. I think it's because like I'm not a fan of time traveling shit. Like, I just it's not something that interests me at all. So that was already kind of going on, but they made multiple endings for it. And the ending I got was when he slept. If this is a spoiler, I apologise to anybody. And he'd slept too long, so he woke up and he was in like a post-apocalyptic world rather than like returning to his own time. And something about that, like, I don't like that at all. Like, the thought that my favourite character is just in this terrible, terrible place. And I really didn't enjoy that. But I don't know. Something about it just went like, this is your favourite movie, like this is your gateway, and anytime you recommend something like a horror movie or whatnot to get people into it, this is what you're going to recommend. And yeah, I don't know, God, that was an info dump, wasn't it?
No, it's great. I love it. I'm here for it. That's exactly why this podcast exists, because I love it. For me, it was one of those things that I'd always grown up hearing people talking about the Evil Dead. And I remember the first time I watched it, I was maybe 20. And I kind of went, oh, is that it? Like, I heard it was like so scary, and like other people saying, oh, it's so funny. And I didn't think it was any of them. And I just sort of went, meh. And then I just kept having people all the time going, what do you mean you don't like it? It's one of the best things I've ever seen. And I tried to watch it again. And then I was like, right, let's watch the second one. And I watched the second one, and I went, oh, I think this might be the one that everyone's talking about when they say Evil Dead. They actually mean Evil Dead 2. Because I loved that. And I remember talking to my friends and being like, oh, you lot always talking about Evil Dead. Are you on about this one? Because this one fucking slaps. And they were like, yes, it's the best one. And I was like, right, that makes more sense now. And yeah, I way prefer that one. And I know there's a whole bunch of people who prefer the OG. But I like 2 because it's funnier, it's campier, Bruce is hotter. And I think Ash is more developed as a character. I think they realised what goal they had with the character of Ash and with Bruce in general. And they were like, right, okay, let's beef this up, literally, as well. Oh, delicious. And what a beautiful man.
He is so fucking hot. I
He's so
can't.
pretty. He's so pretty.
Mhm.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
Yeah, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I get it now. I only saw Army of Darkness a couple of years ago. I've only seen it once. I thought it was
What did you
great.
think?
I thought it was
Yeah.
great. Loved it. It was
Okay.
stupid. It had like the stop motiony bits, which I love
Mm.
in the first
Mhm.
two. It was just stupid, and I liked it. Like I thought it was
Mhm.
fun. Like nothing particularly stands out. Like I will have to watch it again at some point because just saw it that once, and I was like, that was great. Well done.
Mm.
But yeah, I'm all for the continuation of the franchise as well. Like, what are your
Mhm.
thoughts as a long time, lifelong fan on the rest of the franchise?
I think the 2013 one I wasn't a fan of. Um, I appreciated it for what it was because I look back at the first one and think, oh my god, there was so much taboo around it. Like people are saying, like it's so scary, it's so like gory, it's so. I mean, there's that particular scene which I can't watch, and it is what it is, and they've even said like they kind of regret it, but it was a
Which
way
one?
to the
The
tree.
tree? Yeah.
Yeah. And they even turned around and said, like, the reason we did it is because we knew it would get a shock out of people and it
Mm-hmm.
was a cheap shot and we shouldn't have done it, which I really appreciate. But when you look at the 2013 one, it was gross and like grotesque and horrible, but like for a more modern audience, which I thought, okay, that's
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool how they've done that. I appreciate it, but it just I like how Evil Dead Rise got that really sick humor in it because that's what the Deadites, to me, that's what they are. They're like, they're
Mm-hmm.
not just these like malicious beasts. They also want to like fuck with you and like they want to have fun and they like thrive on people's misery.
Mm-hmm.
So it was nice to see that mix of really dark comedy and the genuinely really gross stuff, and I think it was a really perfect blend. If they
Yeah.
could keep that in Evil Dead Burns, that would be great.
Yeah.
I'm so freaking excited for that film, truly.
Me too. Like, I
Yeah,
fucking hate the 2013 Evil Dead. I hate it.
yeah, yeah.
I watched it at the time and I was like, don't like this. And it genuinely upset me because it
Mm.
was so mean spirited. And
Yes.
that's not in the spirit of the original Evil Dead films.
Mm-mm.
The original films are fun. I mean, I know the first one's a lot darker and it's a lot nastier, but it's
Yeah.
still fun.
Mm.
And there's things in it that are campy and Bruce is super campy and this one was just gnarly and there were things that I had to cover my eyes for, which
Mm-hmm.
is rare for me. The scene in the
Mm.
bathroom.
Oh
Oh,
my god, yeah.
the girl in
Yeah,
the
not a fan.
bathroom. Fuck
Mm-mm.
that. And I was like, I'm not watching that again. But then when they announced Evil Dead Rise, oh, that's the first time I watched Army of Darkness, actually. I went and did like a full watch through of all the movies. And I was like, fine, I'll watch
Right.
2013 again.
Uh-huh.
And I appreciate it for what it is, but I
Mm-hmm.
hate it. The only thing I
Mm-hmm.
like is the point where the girl's outside the cabin and she pulls her arm off
Yeah.
and then like from there on I love it. It's great. It is
Mm-hmm.
bloody, it is disgusting. Love
Mm-hmm.
that. Everything else in the film didn't like it. It was too nasty, it was too graphic. And it's not
Mm.
often I say that. If it was a different name, different film,
Yes, I
wasn't Evil
agree.
Dead, I would be like, yeah,
Yeah.
this film fucking slaps, this is great.
Mm-hmm.
But it just wasn't. And I'm not the world's biggest Evil Dead aficionado. I don't know all the like facts and nerdy things. I'm like, yeah, they're
Mm-hmm.
great. I love them. But Evil Dead Rise had that like,
That mix, yeah.
yeah, there was some gross stuff in there, but it constantly had his tongue firmly placed in his cheek. It was
Mm-hmm.
constantly winking at the audience, going, "Oh, this is a little reference to Evil Dead
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
this little
yeah.
thing is a reference to this." And like
Mm-hmm.
the slapstick stuff in it. Like I remember going to
Mm-hmm.
see it in the cinema, and it wasn't particularly busy,
But the bit with the fucking eyeball, I guffawed so loud and was like clapping like a seal.
Yeah.
And everyone else, I think, were just like, "Fuck is this? Like, what is
Calm
this?" And I was
down.
just like, "Ooh," like making
You
stupid
don't
noises.
understand. Yeah.
I know,
Yeah.
and like there were so many silly things, and there are parts that are genuinely creepy, like when Maggot Mommy is like in the peephole of the door, and she's like
Oh, that
scuttling
was
around and
sick.
stuff.
Yeah.
Very creepy. And obviously there's some really gross stuff in it as well. But I think ultimately is very funny, and I think it has the spirit of Sam Raimi running through it. And I know Sam has like been an exec producer on all of. I think he did all of them. I think he was involved with
Yes.
2013 as well, wasn't he? But yeah, just there was none of that spirit of Sam Raimi in 2013 for me.
In the 2013,
so
yeah.
I love Rise to the point of if I was going to rank all of the movies so far, Rise would be the second one after Evil Dead 2.
That's
Because
so
I think
fair.
it's fucking great.
Yeah, and I think like the first one, I don't know, like, because what am I trying to say? It's not often you see a film franchise where they bring out the first film and they go, okay, this isn't quite what we wanted, let's do it again. Because that's essentially what it was. Like, it was just a bunch of college guys that wanted to come together and go, we want to make this. The process wasn't perfect. There was a lot of, like, for the most part, they all really got on, but there was some drama with, like, how hard it was and, like, the makeup and the contact lenses. And, I mean, fucking hell, those whiteout lenses were made of glass.
God, yeah.
I cannot comprehend.
Didn't they have, like, 20 minutes they could have them in for or something? Like, maximum?
Yeah, and like I've had contacts in my eyes before. Like I usually have contacts for the channel. I cannot comprehend putting that in my eye. Like that is terrifying. It can make you go blind. And there were a lot of moments where like Bruce put himself through the runner because they couldn't afford like stunt doubles and shit like that. And his body's permanently fucked now because of it. And I think it was a really ballsy move to go, okay, let's try doing this again. Where they made something where it had such a feeling to it, and it had such a, if this became a franchise, this is the feeling it needs to go for. It's not like Halloween, it's not like Friday the 13th, it's not like, those really serious horror movies like, oh my god, I can laugh at this whilst being grossed out to it. It's the simple things. It's the fucking his severed hand like scuttling about, tries shooting at it, and it flips him off. He puts the book down on it, says farewell to arms. It's like that's hilarious.
It is really funny. I love Sam Raimi.
Yeah, like it was. I was really rooting for the 2013 one, going, okay, it carries the same name, so I feel like I know what I'm going into watching this film, and then halfway through going, oh, this is completely different. We don't like this. Like you said, if it was under a different name, amazing, phenomenal. But all the characters were trying to be like very similar to the characters in the first one, and they just seemed like a more unlikable version of the characters from the first film. And I wasn't a fan of any of that at all. And it's a shame because I always say with every film, like being kind of a part of the film industry, like you've got to appreciate the work and the effort that goes into it, but it doesn't mean you can't like something. I appreciate what they did, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean there's genuinely scary parts in it, like the bit where I can't remember the characters in the new one, but like when she's under the trapdoor and she's like peeking her little eyes out, that's fucking horrible. Scary. I don't like it.
It's fucked up.
But it's just, like I said, it's too mean-spirited. For me, the mean-spiritedness goes against what we love about the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you watched all the TV series?
So, this must be another weird thing. So when it comes to like TV series and stuff, if I know that it's been cancelled for any reason whatsoever, immediately in my head it goes, don't go too far into it, because you're going to get like really invested in it, only for it to have a really like shit ending, a really short ending. And after what Bruce said about people like pirating the series, so they didn't like pay to watch it, they were like, we're just not going to carry on with this anymore. So I got to the point, I think it was season 2, when they go and try to find, oh, what's her name? Xena. You know who I
I
mean.
can't remember her name in it. Yeah.
Yeah, they try to go and find her character again, because she's like, oh no, I fucked up. It's when Ted Raimi comes in as his best mate, and they go back to his house, like his dad's house. We got to that point, and then I obviously saw what Bruce said about it, and in my brain it was like, you need to stop watching this right now, which is a shame, because I bloody loved it. I really enjoyed it.
I know I've seen the first season, and I think maybe some of the second season, and I think it was just one of those things where it wasn't that I didn't like it, I just picked something else up and then forgot about it, out of sight, out of mind. So I do need to try and watch it again, because we always end up talking about Halloween Horror Nights somehow, but like I remember seeing the Halloween Horror Nights mazes for it, and like the puppets and things were really cool, and I was like, oh, this looks cool, I'll have to watch the show. But it was one of those things I always thought like, oh, I can't watch the show because I haven't seen all the films, which is dumb, because the show is a very different vibe, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely retcons Army of Darkness, because there was something to do with the rights, but it definitely involves an amalgamation of the first and second movie, because there's characters from those movies that return. So as somebody who's been a part of it for so long, you go, holy shit, I can't believe so-and-so's back. That's insane. But it's great, because that's what the game does as well. Like, I think it's Evil Dead Evolution or Resurrection. Someone's going to kick my ass for this, and it's going to be me. But it incorporates the events of the first and second one, mashes them together, ignores Army of Darkness, and that's where you go from. So I'd definitely say, if you were going to watch the series, just concentrate on the first and second one. Like, forget about Army of Darkness.
Yeah, definitely to, like, I'm not going to be able to remember where I got to, so I'll just have to start again on it, which, oh no, I'll have to watch old, sexy Daddy Bruce Campbell as a hot as fuck old dude. I'm in a bit of a daddy era right now, and
as you should be.
Yeah, good for me. And I mean, I've always thought he was really hot in the series, but yeah, like even now, like in very sad circumstances, he posted a picture recently, didn't he? Because he's poorly, but like I still looked at the picture and I was like, fuck me, that's a handsome man.
I would.
He's gorgeous, even with the big white beard.
Oh my god, yeah. If he played Santa in a Christmas film, I would. Even more than Kurt Russell's Santa, and that's saying something.
Kurt Russell Santa.
Fuck.
I was so upset when that film came out, because I was like, Santa? And I was like, I want to sit on his lap. I mean, that's very different vibe to Monsters, but
oh my god, yeah. Should we do sexy Santas?
No, because there's only one. Actually, no, David Harbour's pretty hot in that film, but we hate him now, so
this is true. This is so valid.
Yeah, but Christmas Chronicles, when he is singing in the prison cell and he's being all sexy, and I was like, Kurt Russell, please stop making Santa sexy. I don't like it. It's very upsetting.
He is. He's a very sexy man.
And Kurt Russell doesn't normally do it for me, but there's something about the white hair and the white beard and the old dude daddy of it all, and I'm just like, hi.
Not even in a thing?
No.
Wow. That is interesting.
Or like any of his other like big roles and stuff, like Big Trouble and Escape from New York and all those. I'm just like, no.
Yeah.
Never really done it for me. But Santa Kurt Russell, yeah. Which is very upsetting. But
I do. I really hope that. I would love to see Bruce play Santa so bad, but it's one of those where like. You know where people say like celebrity illnesses and like deaths and stuff like really impact them. I never really got that. But as soon as he put that that message out, that was soul destroying. That was absolutely soul destroying. And it's like, I think it needs to be a really delicate time of there are a lot of people that take like being in a fandom very seriously, to a point where it's like constantly like commenting, messaging, and this, that, and the other. But I think at the moment it's just important to like show your respect, but from like a respectful place, you know. I think he will kick its ass because he's Bruce Campbell, and you know, if he can kill Deadites, he can beat the shit out of that. I just hope, I pray, because I've got my wedding book here, and we took it to For the Love of Horror, and this was when Ted Raimi was there, and we got him to sign it as Henrietta, and he put like a little wedding message in for us. I said, like, if I could get the Holy Grail, so Ted, Sam, and Bruce to sign it, my life would be complete. I've already met Bruce before. I'm so fucking lucky that I have. But to get his autograph in that would be something special. It really would.
I think he'll be around for a long time. He'll still do cons, maybe. Not as many, but you'll get a chance, I think.
Yeah.
He's a good egg.
He's such a good egg. I know he's taken more of a step back from the Evil Dead movies in general, so he's no longer like an executive producer, but he said that it wasn't really his shtick. Like, it was very serious and people kind of sat around a table making decisions, but I think he's still kind of going to have a hand in it, as long as like Sam's there to kind of overlook everything. I think it should be fine, you know.
As a slight sidestep, since we last recorded, we've had a new Sam Raimi film. Have you seen Send Help?
I really want to see it. I didn't get around to it. You saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, it was the Scream Unseen in Odeon, so got to see it like a couple of days early. It was good fun. Although I don't think it's a horror film. I think it's an action adventure film.
Yeah, when they build it as a horror, I looked at the trailer and I kind of went, I don't see it.
It's sort of like, what was that film with, I don't think I've ever seen it, the film with Tom Hanks when he's stuck on an island and he's just surviving.
Oh, Castaway.
Yeah, it's a bit like that, but there's two of them. And there are some horror elements, and there are some moments that made me go, oh, this is a little bit Drag Me to Hell. Because I spoke to somebody who'd seen an early screener of it beforehand, and he said, oh, if you like Drag Me to Hell, you'll really like this. So I was expecting a bit heavier on the horror, because the first time I saw Drag Me to Hell, it scared the shit out of me. I was like genuinely scared. I was scared of the lamia. Oh, yeah, now I watch it and I really get like the humour of it. It's really funny.
Have a little giggle. Yeah. The goat.
But
the goat
first... I love the goat. Anyone who slags off the goat can fuck off. If you love the goat, without spoilers, you will love Send Help. That's one of the like similar vibey feeling things.
Interesting.
But yeah, no, the first time I watched it, scared the shit out of me. Like Mrs. Ganoush scared me. She was scary. And like the scene when she's in the house and like the lamia's coming and like the shadow is following her, I remember just shitting myself. I remember just being so scared, and now it's funny to think of that because I just think it's like a funny film and I put it on as like a comfort movie now. But it definitely feels closest if you like look through his films. Like it feels closest to Drag Me to Hell in some ways, but also it feels very action adventure-y. Which is not a bad thing. I just didn't feel like it was a horror film. It just had some horror elements.
It was giving like the adult version of Lord of the Flies. I never read that in school, but I heard about it.
No, but I know the story.
Yeah.
Not really. It's more like Castaway, Survivor. There's another comparison to be made somewhere, but I'm not sure what it is. But, you know, the spoiler-free quick synopsis is that, you know, she's obsessed with watching things like Survivor. She's learned so many survival skills. And actually, her getting dumped in the middle of the ocean on an island is what makes her and brings her out of her shell. So all of a
Yeah.
sudden she can put all these skills she's learned to good use, and then it's her and her boss stuck on an island, and the power dynamic between them changes. Which all that's in the trailer. You know that from the trailer.
Yeah. But it looks exciting.
So
I mean,
it is
I'll give
fun,
it
and
a
I would
watch.
watch it again. Yeah, I'd watch
Yeah.
it again. But what's interesting is like another new film, They Will Kill You. That feels a lot like a Sam Raimi film.
We really want to see that.
It feels like the film that I would expect from Sam after Drag Me to Hell.
Right.
Like very similar, like the same kind of like splat stick gore, a lot of actiony type things, like one-liners. Very, very good. Felt very much like a Sam Raimi film.
Well, they're making a second Drag Me to Hell, aren't they?
Yeah, I saw something about this recently, but I didn't read too much about it because I was like, how many times do we get these sorts of things crop up, and then you just get like, where's Trick or Treat 2? We've been waiting for that for forever. So like, I try not to pay too much attention, but
And where could you take it as well? Like
I don't know. I mean, I think it ends perfectly.
Yeah. It did swerve me a little bit though, because it's Justin Long, isn't it? The fella. And he's still alive.
He's not. He gets sucked down into hell.
Does he?
Doesn't he? No.
At the end where he gives
Oh no, he's standing. Sorry, no, he stands there watching, doesn't he? She gets sucked down into hell, and he stands there watching.
I watched it, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? Because every movie I've seen that poor man in, he just, something horrible happens to him, or he dies. Tusk. We don't talk about Tusk.
No, we love Tusk. We do talk about Tusk.
Oh
really?
my god!
I think it's so. The amount of people who say that and like it's really disturbing and stuff, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Honestly, I watch it. I don't know whether the fact that like, what's his face, that cringy guy, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
I don't know whether like the way he looks and the way he acts in this film makes it seem like more of a farcical nonsense thing, but it is just so stupid and. I love it. I think it's fantastic. Like, it is equal parts upsetting and hilarious when he's just like, as a walrus. Part of me's like, and the other part of me's like, oh, this is horrible. But predominantly
you got turned into a walrus. That is embarrassing.
I'd quite like to be turned into a walrus. I think it'd be quite good.
It'd be a different lifestyle, wouldn't it? I mean, I think the reason why is because, like, I have an obsession with, and this is Watch Mojo's fault, I have an obsession with movies where at the end someone has a fate worse than death. And I don't know where the fuck that's come from. No idea. But I think it's just like the idea that he's a horrible person and he deserves what he gets. But like, he's stuck in that until he dies, and you know, you just want to die, and I don't know. I think again that's why I like the end of Army of Darkness freaked me out, because it's a bleak ending. Like, bleak endings really, it's a weird like thing that happens in my brain.
I love a bleak ending.
It's like an obsession, but it's like, oh, I hate this. I hate the way it makes me feel, but I'm really like, oh. You know, weird. Brains are weird. Yeah,
see, I love them. Like, I was having a real bad day the other day. Really just, like, sad. Wasn't happy. And I was like, right, okay, I'm going to watch Martyrs. So I watched Martyrs. Then I watched the Martyrs remake, Never Do It. It's terrible. Then I watched Lake Mungo. And then I watched Possum. And I just watched 4 really bleak, depressing films, and I was like, "Oh, give it to me!" Like,
well, it cancels it out, doesn't it? Yeah,
love it. Love a bleak film. Love lying there just. Day. Yeah.
So they should have a bad day.
Everyone should have a bad day because I'm grumpy and I'm crying. But we've gone quite off topic. Let's wangle our way back. Normally I don't try and rein in the tangents that much, but we do have to have a sensible bedtime tonight, don't we? So we finish at a sensible time. But Yeah, with the Evil Dead, I think it's brilliant that we've still got like this legacy going on with having another film. What do you think the vibe's going to be for Evil Dead Burn? I'm hoping we get more of the same of Rise.
Yes. I know what I want, but what I want and what we get is two completely different things. I know that I don't know whether it was confirmed or not, but in Evil Dead Rise, you know the bit where they're playing the record and you can hear the voice of the guy going, "What are you doing? You can't do this." Apparently that's meant to be Ash. That's meant to be Bruce Campbell.
Okay.
And it's meant to be the understanding of that there is something to this Army of Darkness shit, and he's kind of gone through time like trying to prevent this evil. So if the speculation is true, and they're going through the different directors that have done anything to do with Evil Dead, so including the 2013 one, which and they're going to try and bring them all together and say that there's multiple different Necronomicons, which I don't know how I feel about that personally. So I think I want it to kind of be a case of like all of these like iconic moments and ideas and people like come together to just defeat this one big evil. That's what I would love to see.
As an end to the whole franchise?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so, because me and Gareth were talking about this, and I said, nobody else can play Ash. Nobody else can play Ash, and it breaks my heart because, like, the shit that we grew up with and all these franchises and movies, there's got to be an end because people aren't as young as they used to be. And I think that would just be... It would break my heart to see, like, an ending to the Evil Dead franchise, but I'd much rather have a good send-off that involves Bruce Campbell than not at all, and they just keep it going and they flog it like a dead horse. Like I feel very fortunate that Evil Dead, I mean, if I think about it, how many movies has it got? It's got the first three, it's got 2013, it's got Evil Dead Rise, and it's got Evil Dead Burn coming up, and then it's been confirmed for another one, so about 7 films and a TV show. And with a lot of film franchises, you kind of look at them and go, oh, that's gotten silly. That's gotten real silly. Like Hellraiser. You know, I love Hellraiser to death. And then I see the bullshit that they've put my baby Pinhead through. What have you done? What have you done? So I think it's better to finish like with quality over quantity.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I want. That's what I want. I want the comedy, you know, I want like the practical effects. The practical effects, oh my god, chef's kiss. I fangirl over it so much, and seeing like how much hard work they put into the first 3, and fucking hell, you know, most of the cast had gone home in the first one, so Sam Raimi just turned around and went, it's alright, we'll just dress up as them, and like, bloody hell, why has Linda got man hands now? It doesn't make sense because it's the fucking director. Like, I love that so much, and I just love the heart and the feelings behind it and just the dedication to it, and I don't want that to go away. I am so scared. So scared.
Well, I think with the last one, like, obviously we've got Sam Raimi's involvement, which is brilliant, and I think anything past that, unless it involved Sam Raimi, I don't want it. No. Because he needs to have the final say. And like you said, we see with other like iconic franchises and stuff how greed and money and stuff comes in and fucks everything up, and we don't have like the spirit of what we started with. We end up with utter shite and it's rubbish. But I was just looking because I couldn't remember the guy's name. The director for Burn is Sebastian Vanashek, who did Infested. Have you seen Infested?
No, but I've heard good things.
Oh, it's horrible.
Is it bad?
It's very good.
Oh,
It's very good.
Isn't it?
The spider one, yeah.
Yeah, can't do it. That's
I did an actual girly scream. Like actually, like, I don't do a girly scream for, you know, I'll go, oh, or whatever, but no, I did a girly scream. And
I could never.
I screamed so loud that my friend I was watching it with got frightened, and he screamed too, and the pair of us were just like, ah! I don't do girly screams, but I did a girly scream, and I was like, I didn't know I could do them.
That's
And
good,
I
though.
I don't have yeah. I don't have arachnophobia. I don't particularly like spiders. I mean, I've got one tattooed on my finger. Like, I don't hate them. I like them. They're beautiful creatures. They make me feel funny. Like when you see them scuttling and stuff, blah, 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 it makes me all itchy. And that film made me very itchy. Ugh. But when you compare it to Evil Dead Rise, it's well, it's not a self-contained. It's a contained movie within a tower block. Both of them are set in a contained tower block. There is this huge force. That how on earth do you contend against it? I mean, deadites and millions of spiders, not quite the same thing, but there's very similar threads to them, so you could see how the story follows. So what my hopes for Burn is that it continues where it left off. I know there's a lot under wraps, and I don't want to look at the cast and things. I would love the sister, I can't remember her name, but I would love the sister and the little cutie blondie girl.
Little girl
I would
with
love
Stephanie.
them. Yeah. Oh, Stephanie.
Would
What an
kill for
icon.
Rebecca. Would kill.
I've always thought I should do a cosplay of Stephanie one day, but I can't be bothered to do cosplay. I'm too self-aware to do cosplay, and I'd get all overwhelmed and stuff. But a Stephanie cosplay would be iconic. But yeah, I'd love to see it continue on from there, because we had the wraparound, didn't we, in the film where we started with a little clip that ended up being the end. So I'd like to see... I liked that it was contained to the building. I really liked that. And we've always had them contained within a small space. This was a lot bigger. A whole building, not just a little cabin. But I would like to see bigger. Not too grandiose, but like more of what is going on. And following, because they were such good characters.
Yes.
Her sister was fucking fantastic, and I would love to see what she does, because we know she's, spoilers for Evil Dead Rise, but we know she's pregnant.
Yeah.
We know she's now a sort of like surrogate mum to the little girl. And she knows about all this evil in the world, and what is she going to do about it? I'd hate if they sort of just went, new film, and didn't continue that. And I know this didn't follow on from the remake, but it was never supposed to.
No,
reboot,
no, it
whatever
wasn't.
it was. So yeah, I don't know. What would you want from the new one?
I think it's hard, isn't it? Because I think, like you said, what I love so much about the containment is that you really grow to care about these characters. I mean, even from the second one, the hillbillies, like, they're awful people. They are terrible people. But I still kind of, like, cared for them in a weird way, because that was all there was. Like, it was so contained, and there was nothing else to worry about outside of that cabin. Same with the apartment building. So I think I said this about Terrifier. When they introduced the supernatural element, I asked them at the Q&A, and I said, now you're introducing this, how are you going to handle it, and do you think it's going to work with the material? So I think this is very much the same in this situation, but if you're going to make it bigger, so incorporate more of the world, how are you going to translate that, like, claustrophobia and that dread into a bigger space? So I think, I would like to see that. I have a feeling it's going to be a separate story again.
Okay.
I have a feeling, because if the rumours are true, I don't like listening to rumours, but when it comes to, I have to. If the rumours are true that they essentially want 3 separate books, and then the next movie is going to be
quite a bit about that.
Bringing it all together, then I think it is going to be a very separate movie. But I think there's going to be, like, drips and drabs of potentially the 2013 one and Evil Dead Rise. So whether we get cameos from those characters, or they kind of, like, the girl and her niece kind of come in and go, this is what's going on, don't mess with it, or they come in at the end to try and help to defeat the evil. So then there's like a tight little ending where they all come together, ready for the next one, where the whole universe is together. So it's like some kind of weird Avengers movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I can see that. That sounds like a good thing.
But it can't be too different. It really can't be too different, because now they brought the formula back with like the dark comedy and like the grossness of it. They can't go back to it being horrendously serious, because people who have watched it that long for like the campiness and the nice mix will immediately go, no, this is just like the 2013 one. I'm not invested in this. I don't want to be a part of this anymore. And that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah. I mean, the 2013 has its fans, and those fans are very vocal, and great, good for you.
Yeah, sure.
But I think,
oh my god, yeah.
I think in today's climate, in today's world, we need the more fun, light-hearted side of stuff. Like, I remember just being so happy and just laughing so much at Evil Dead Rise in the cinema. And I went to see it a second time in the cinema because I had such a good time. Yeah. And it's not often you get to go see... I mean, I love going to horror movies and having a really fucking bad time. Like, in the best possible way, Bring Her Back was a really bad time. Like, I sat in the cinema just crying and just numb from the bad time. Fucking love it. But I feel like that's a very different vibe to 2013. And I just think we need more fun films. Like, we need more fun. The world is on fire, and we need some fun. So I'm hoping it stays in that fun vein. And I don't mind if it gets nastier with the like special effects and the gore and things, and takes it a little bit further than it did in Rise. But I'd hate it to miss the sort of
miss the mark.
Yeah, and just the tonal something. I hope it doesn't change the tone too much, because like Rise is funny, and there's some iconic lines in there, like Mommy's with the maggots now, and Mommy's like talking about what's it say? The daughter says something about like, and now it's all in my tummy. Like,
she's swallowing the glass.
The glass.
Oh my God.
Awful. Yeah. Awful. There's just some great lines in there. I think the most iconic character, like, yes, we get the sister as the final girl. She's great, but Maggot Mommy, she's fucking great.
Oh, Smash as well, also.
Oh, yeah.
Smash.
Yeah, I love that she calls the kids, she calls the kids titty-sucking parasites.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
As a mother, I love that. I was like, yes, they are. I mean, I love my kid, but, kids are titty-sucking parasites. They are. So I was like, yes. And, there were some incredible lines from her. Her performance was incredible.
Phenomenal.
She's so good. And I think there's so much layered into that film with like the dialogue around parenting and mental health and stuff that, we'd be fucking all day digging into that. But I just think it works on so many levels. It's a very clever film as well as being a stupid film. And the only reason it comes second in my list is that it doesn't have Bruce Campbell in it. I think realistically I enjoy that film more than I enjoy Evil Dead 2, but it hasn't got Bruce Campbell in it, so Bruce Campbell wins. That's
so fair. He always wins, but it's like I completely agree with you. I mean, it's me and Gareth as people, we're like very happy-go-lucky kind of people, and I've been through a lot of shit, especially recently with what's going on with this disease, and I've kind of learned the phrase of, it is what it is. It is what it is. Just, you know, we're here to have a good time and that's it. And I feel really sorry for people who, particularly in the horror community, where all they thrive on is like dark, bleak, hopeless, and anything that's remotely fun, they hate. They hate because it's fun.
I
And
do hate
they
fun a
can't,
little bit.
yeah, yeah, they can't comprehend that horror can go hand in hand with comedy. That's why I love this genre so much, because I've got a rom-com in this genre, American Wealth in London. You know, I've got a Hot Fuzz as well and whatever. And I love so much that no matter what, and this is why it's my favourite, like, franchise, whatever, no matter how bad things get, I can always count on this movie to make me feel some semblance of normal. Like, you know, it's a regulator, it becomes that rock, and I'm so happy for people that find that in movies, like find their comfort movies and find something that can really pull them back from a dark place. And I really want that to be, because Evil Dead Rise, to a lot of people, will be their gateway into Evil Dead, and I really hope that they get the same feeling that I got when I watched the second one. And oh my god, it is. And the franchise in general does such a good job of keeping up with the times. Like, I was worried that, I don't know, Evil Dead Rise would be, you wouldn't be able to relate to it, there wouldn't be any themes in it that you could relate to, and immediately motherhood, struggling with it, whether you've got kids or you haven't got kids. I mean, you know, I'm really struggling with the concept that I may potentially not be able to have kids, and I still love that movie and the idea of motherhood being so trying for somebody who genuinely wanted kids and someone who was like, fuck, I'm not ready for this. And still maintained that lightheartedness and still had those moments of humour. Like, it's beautiful. It's so fucking beautiful. And I don't think you can find that in many franchises, but I do, like, you know, whether like people go and see it before me or not and say that it's a shit film, because I did it with Silent Hill Returns, I'll still go and see it and I'll still give my support, because I owe so much to this franchise in general. I do. I really give the next one my blessing, and I hope it's amazing. And Hunter Doohan's in the next one. So,
who's that?
Tyler from Wednesday.
I've not watched much of Wednesday because I fucking hated it.
Oh, that's so
it's
fair.
fine. I'll look now. I've still got Evil Dead Burn Up.
He's
I don't know any of these people.
He's like he's essentially like a Jekyll and Hyde character.
Okay.
So, I can already see him playing, like, you know, like an element of good, but then an element of being a fucking awful deadite. That's what makes a performance, and that's what Alyssa Sutherland did so well, because you loved her so much as this mum that's just trying to do best by her kids and trying to get by. But when she's a deadite, oh my god, she thrives so much. And yeah, I really think to be a good Evil Dead performer and character, you need to be able to get those two right, because if you falter on one, nah, you're screwed.
Yeah, see, I don't know any of that cast from a quick look. I don't know any of them. Which scares me a little bit. So I'm hoping there's more people who are going to have bigger roles in it that get announced later on. Not that those people aren't good, because I didn't know the cast for Evil Dead Rise either. Yeah. But I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I want to know I'm in good hands for this one by going. Like we've got Sebastian directing, excellent. Trust him after Infested. I think he can do a good job. But I kind of want to be like, oh, okay, I know this person's in it. I know they're going to give a good performance. They're going to, you know, ground it for me, that they can deliver a comic performance, but also they could be scary or intense or, you know, wherever, to have that little bit of faith in it before it comes out. But I don't know. We'll see. But no, I fucking hated Wednesday. Hated it with a fiery passion. I didn't even finish the first season. I couldn't even get like halfway through it. Fucking hated it. No, I didn't hate. I didn't hate Jenna Ortega. She's great. I didn't really like Catherine Zeta-Jones and
As
the guy,
Morticia.
the guy who plays Gomez as well. I didn't really like them
Yeah,
because
Louis Guzman,
I grew up watching. That's his name, Louis Guzman. I couldn't think of it.
Yeah.
I grew up watching Addams Family and Addams Family values. So they're just in. As much as I watched the original TV series when I was a kid, the movies are the ones I think of.
Other ones.
And
yeah.
they were close but no cigar. And I just hated it.
Yeah, and that's so valid. Like, that's absolutely fine. When you find something, whether it's a franchise or whatnot, and it's got different iterations in it, once you find that bit that's like, that's my bit, that's amazing. I can't stand the people that are like, oh, you like that bit? Well, that's bullshit. You know, you should, if you're an Addams Family fan, you should like the whole thing. Same with Evil Dead, you know, like with the 2013 one again, saying like, oh, if you don't like the 2013 one, then you're not a true Evil Dead fan. And it goes, now hang on a minute. Calm your tits. Calm down. Because it's almost like people are too scared to have an opinion. But if you don't like different things, you can't have these conversations. You know, I love having conversations with different people with different perspectives. It's amazing. It's so like fulfilling. You look at things in a different light, and you might appreciate something that you didn't appreciate before, or you might just hate it as much as you did before, which is fine. It's okay. Oh, I'm so passionate about it.
Yeah, no, I'm the same. I love talking to people about things that I hate that they love, because I'm like, tell me why you like it. I genuinely want to understand why you like it. Please tell me. And most of the time it doesn't convert me, but like I can see why they like it so much. Because so much of why I like things or don't like things is on vibes and on gut instinct. And I can say, yep, it's very well written, or yep, the cinematography is beautiful, but I hate it. Like Wednesday looks great. Great, but I pretty much hated everybody. Wasn't interested in the story. Love that Christina Ricci is in it. Love that. But just, it didn't vibe with me. I think the last thing Tim Burton did that vibed with me was probably Sweeney Todd, and everything after that I'm just like, eh. So I think it's part of that as well, of just being like, about Tim Burton, to not feel invested in it. But we have gone on a little tangent now, and we do need to start wrapping up. So is there anything else about Evil Dead that you wish to impart knowledge, or espouse opinions, or declare your undying love for Bruce one more time?
He is such a wonderful human, and he smells fantastic. And when I met him, oh my fuck! When I went for my photo op, I said, "You have literally, like, you made my childhood bearable. Please, can I hug you?" And he turned and he said, "Do what you gotta do, baby." And I just think anybody who wants a really gnarly good time, please watch the Evil Dead movies, but please, like, definitely watch the first one. Definitely watch the source material. They made some mistakes, my love, and that's all right. Please watch Army of Darkness. It's not my cup of tea, but it is what it is. There's so much. It's so fun. It is so fucking fun. Like, the franchise is so fun, and they've worked so hard on it, and it's just, I love it, and it's always going to be my favourite franchise ever. Always. And
this just popped in my head quick, so a quick one. Have you watched the Evil Dead musical?
Sam, I would love to go and watch the Evil Dead musical. I've seen clips of it.
I don't think it's currently running. I know there's videos on YouTube, and part of me wants to watch it, but the other part of me is like, no, I want to see it in real life. Same as the Reanimator musical. Would love to see that, but I don't want to watch stuff on YouTube because I don't want to spoil it.
We should do it. Let's go to the States and watch the Evil Dead musical. Let's do it.
Well, we can't. I don't think there's a production on at the moment. I don't think there has been for a very long time.
As soon as I find it,
I think there was maybe like 10, 15 years ago, I think there was one in the States. Because somebody I know flew over to go and see it.
Damn!
Yeah,
That's
but I don't think it's.
dedication.
Yeah, I don't think it's been around for a while because they have a splash zone on the musical. I think where. Oh no, wait. Yeah, I think there's a splash zone. Or I might be conflating because I think there's also a Night of the Living Dead musical.
What the?
And one of them, I think it might be Night of the Living Dead, where you are sat in the middle of the. I think some people are sat in the middle of the stage and the action happens around them. I think that might be Night of the Living Dead.
Damn.
But yeah, there's so many horror musicals that I need to go see
There's
them.
a Saw one. There's
I
a
know I
Saw
really want to
one.
see the Saw one. It's so
I
gay
am
and it's what we
desperate.
deserve.
Yes, yes, it is. I will ship them until the day I die.
Me too.
I will fucking find that playbook or whatever, and we will bring it over here, and it will be
Yep.
beautiful.
Let's make it
And we
happen.
will do an Evil Dead. Musical here. We'll do it.
Excellent. Sold. Let's do
I've
it.
said my piece.
Fucking love musicals. I will absolutely be there for that. So, my love, thank you for coming on, as always. I'm sure you'll be back again because, you know, you're now the most frequent flyer here at Horror Hyperfixations. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And especially when you've been poorly and you are recovering and things as well, I appreciate your time even more. But I think if anything's going to lure you out of your depression pit, it is the lure of talking about Evil Dead. So
Hell yeah, you know me so well. Next
It's
one.
like-
Oh my god.
it's like
We
a
should
little
do
carrot
horror
on a stick for
musicals.
you. Well, thing is, that one will be difficult because I haven't actually seen any. So I want to see them all with my. I will be doing an episode at some point. I'm just trying to get my arse in gear about horror theatre because I have gone absolutely mental over the last couple of years for horror theatre.
Yes.
But horror musicals, I know if I saw a bunch of them, I would hyperfixate the shit out of them. I just haven't seen them to do it yet. So, you know, to stay true to the vibe of the podcast, I think we'd have to miss that one. But one day I'll be able to do
I'll
it
find
when I've seen a
something.
bunch of them. We'll sort something. But yeah, we'll think of something. A movie will pop up and we'll be like, ah! Or, you know, you could come on for the sort of adjacent episodes where I chat to cast and crew of projects about what they're doing.
Hell yeah.
You know, that could be the next time you're on, talking about a film you're in.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
things are hopefully in the works. We shall see.
See?
I shall say no more.
Yeah. Well,
Something
I've got a
have-
film coming out soon, Lou.
And it's something I have been wanting to write and put on its feet for years. I have
Excellent.
been in chats with people, and hopefully it's all steam ahead. It's the only
Are
thing
they
I would say
puppets?
about.
Are they puppets?
Is this because I'm a puppeteer?
Yes. Because if
No.
there's no puppets, I don't want it, Lou. I don't want it.
Oh. What if I told you it was like a love letter to Shaun of the Dead?
Okay. But are they puppets?
Very good. I will try and get puppets in there somewhere. I do want to do a horror short featuring puppets. Like, that is something I desperately want to do.
Yes. You can teach me to puppeteer and I'll come be in it for you.
I'll teach you to puppeteer. I'll teach anyone to puppeteer. Oh my god, I love puppeteering so much. 8 years I've been doing it now. Disgusting.
love puppets.
Excellent.
Right, on that note, perfect way to wrap it up. I've managed to talk about puppets again, which I do more episodes than you'd think. Where can people find you online? Where can they follow you, support you?
Wow.
Do all the things that you want them to do.
Frick. So I have a YouTube channel and it is Loucifer. I also have an Instagram. I have a TikTok as well. So that is 9Loucifer6. We have a Facebook page which is very unhinged, but we love it. And yeah, you can find me there. I'm currently making like little pumpkins and shit at the moment to try and like raise funds.
Very
to live.
cute.
So if anybody wants to buy one of those, hit me up. I love needle felting. It's a great fun and furry time. But yeah, you can find me out and about at conventions as well. The next one we're doing is For the Love of Horror.
Which I will see you at. I shall be there.
Girl.
Shall be there. But yeah, I will put all the links in the bio so that people can just just go, another bio, the show notes. They can just go down there and click and obviously follow you on all of those, because if they didn't already love you, they do now.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, because I love you. You're a good egg.
Stop flirting with me. I'm married.
Never, especially because I know that sexy pyramid head is coming at some point.
I mean, I don't know if I can show you my arm at the moment.
Don't show me sexy biceps. Ooh, look at that definition, girl.
Definition there, yeah.
You definitely are. Definitely. I'm funny.
Yes, you are.
That kind of funny she is, isn't she? Yes, so thank you so much. I will speak to you again soon, and thank you for being here. Bye.
Bye.
Hello, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed listening to me and Lou yap. I think yap is a good description of what we do. We talk about all sorts of things, always, and it's always a pleasure to chat to Lou. At time of recording, I'm going to be seeing Lou in a couple of days, so I'm really excited to give her a big squeeze. And I think after the last couple of weeks we've both had, we both need that massive squeeze. So go follow and support Lou. Go check out her YouTube. Go follow Ready for her honeymoon adventures. Go support her and what she does over on YouTube and Instagram. As always, if you can support Horror Hyperfixations any way you can, I would be so grateful. Whether that is a share, a like, a follow. I'm on Instagram under sam.munster for like my personal page, and Horror Hyperfixations for the podcast, and also on TikTok at Horror Hyperfixations. I also now have horrorhyperfixations.com, where I can share the new episodes as they come out, new bits of writing I'm doing, and anything else that I fancy popping on there. And anything else I've forgotten, I will pop in the show notes. So thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for listening to me witter on for so much. And I will talk at you again soon. Love you. Bye.